in your opinion, should people, in a good sense, should people be bringing joy to the workplace, and then if they're joyful, it will show in their productivity, in
Absolutely.
how they talk to people on the phone, how they boost sales, for example. If
Absolutely. In fact, I in 80s was friends with a author called Barry Edwards, who wrote a book called Drawing on the Right Side of the Brain. And she inspired me about this whole idea of right brain thinking, joyfulness, happiness, and all that. Because in order to be uh, connected with your right brain, you have to be joyful. Joy brings you that concept. So I started insisting to my classes that they have to be smiling in my classes. And the university student paper wrote an article that this professor kicks you out if you're not smiling in his class. But the concept of smile was that joy, to have an understanding that how by being joyful you can be connected with your right brain and be more creative and pretty much do anything you want to do better than before you were joyful. So that's my concept of.
so, Professor Joy, we have taken our app into the workplace.
Yes.
With a local company and
Right.
everything
Right.
that was having issues with absenteeism and low morale.
Right.
And so, what exactly did they take from us
Well,
in
yes.
order to improve things?
Yeah. So they approached me and said, "Can your app help my employees because I have 30% turnover every year." Now, 30% turnover means you have to rehire 30% people and train them. And that was costing him, and he had a workforce of about 400 people, and it was costing him about $1.5 million a year. And he said, look, if you save me money, like if you can bring it down to 15%, meaning you're saving me $750,000, I'll give you that, because you're saving me that money.
Right.
So we met with the HR manager and employees, and we realized that he was able to give his employees the highest level of benefits, perks, salaries, anything they could expect in his industry. But HR manager said the reason people leave because they are stressed. I said, I know what to do with that, because I had learned years ago that breathing can bring physiological change in you instantly. So I thought of this as an idea, so I'm going to try that and see if it helps, So I go and teach everybody this concept, and you're a trainer, you've heard this, called 4-7-8. 4 seconds inhale, 7 seconds hold, and 8 seconds breathe out. So this 19-second breathing is called universal meditative breathing. Every yoga teacher knows it. They teach their clients and people in the classes. It's called universal meditative breathing, 4-7-8. So I said, listen, try this out before you start your day. Before you start, when you sit down to drive a truck or whatever, just do this 57-second, 3 reps of this breathing. 4 in, 7 hold, 8 out. And they did that. And I say, any time during the day you feel stressed, do that. And please, before you go home, do that so you go home happier.
Yes.
Okay. So now I got feedback that transformed not just their workplace, but their life. They were happier at home, happier at work, happier overall. And what a simple technique of breathing, because when I used to tell people you do this, you do meditation or take a walk and all those things take time.
Right.
But this is under 1 minute miracle
Yes.
to bring physiological change and take their stress level down. And all of a sudden they feel better.